All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate it as always. Now, I was going to give a little bit of an update on two stories. One was the Hana Kobayashi. For those of you that followed me on the Angry Truth channel, I talked about her gone. She went missing about a month ago, and they found her safe. And if I'm not mistaken, she's making her way back to Hawaii. So that should be very, very interesting, being that her father committed suicide looking for her. And apparently it looks like he committed suicide. Anyway, that was one update. All right, second update after the 10-minute long 5x5s. But Dobie, Ozark, Blackjack, Elaine, Flown Grown, Occult, By the Book, Williams, Dana, Lisa, Thing with 5x5, Adam, Bush Pig, Joanne, Christopher, Raccoon Eyes, Prep to Adapt, City Prepper, Visit, Matthew, Chris, Let's Go, thank you for the 5x5, Cowboy, Loretta, Frank, 1 second after, Mr. Landfill, Johnny, Ectake, City Prepper, thank you for the 5x5, Water Tiger, Aaron, Evolving Media, thank you for the 5x5, Greg, thank you for the Drone by Drone, I Am a Koala, thank you for the 5x5. Adriana, that was weird. Yeah, and the worst part about that story, the worst part about that story is that the father actually, over a ledge and became a giant ink stain on a sidewalk, and now the daughter has to live with that for the rest of her life because she apparently she got caught up in some kind of scandal, some kind of marriage scandal, and I think she was duped into marrying somebody for the green card, but she also sent money to this person, and that's why she was going to Mexico to track this person down. And anyway, she was found, and she'll be fucking back. So whatever. I'm ranting. All right, guys. So thank you for the 5x5. Maui Nick, thank you for the 5x5. Fox Critter, thank you for the 19x11, 19x11. And Kimbo, thank you for the 5x5. All right. So, second update is the disease X that's circulating around Africa. Not circulating around Africa, but that's in Africa right now. It made its way, or at the very least, they think they have two patients in Italy who just came back from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Right now, they're in testing phase, but they're also being quarantined. So, as of now, that's all I read earlier. There are articles stating it might be malaria, but if it was malaria, they would have already identified it already. I don't see why it would take a month for them to figure out it was malaria. That's why I'm not buying the malaria story. The drones we are going to talk about tonight, I do have to mention that there was a sighting of a drone in New York, rather the Bronx, almost a month ago, maybe a little longer than that. And one of the guys who was working stated that he saw a drone above a fire truck, like it was following them. And everybody thought that there's a guy in the neighborhood who follows us around with drones. I guess to practice his skill, to keep his skills tight. But when I said, yeah, it's the guy that's down the block. He's always following us with drones and shit. They go, no, this drone was way bigger. It goes much higher and way bigger. And I shrugged it off as him being like crazy. We had the conversation last night again, and I was like, shit, that's right, you mentioned that a while ago. So that could have been one of the drones that we're seeing here. Now, as far as seeing drones in New Jersey, Hudson Valley Prepping and I are probably going to look for one to see if we can spot them. But apparently they're every night, and there's more and more every day, I think, or every week. They're adding more to it. Somebody said that there was 180. That was Prepper Revelator text me that earlier today. I heard that they're being seen. Someone just mentioned they're being seen down south somewhere. They were also being seen in Philly. So either they're making their way or there are more of them. Who knows? Did a McDonald's worker find her? Yeah, the McDonald's worker found her. Virginia, thank you, Paprika. Excuse me. I just developed this shitty like beginning of a cold in my chest. Like, no shit, 10 minutes ago. It came out of nowhere. It's probably my chair. Chair's giving me AIDS and Disease X all in the same fucking sitting. Whatever. Land Rover drones. JIK, is that what they're calling them, or is that what you're calling them? Skydive said that she's seen them in York, PA too. And now Maryland. Luigi's phone is almost $64,000. We'll talk about Luigi later tonight on the Angry Truth channel. Now, from my window, I could see Jersey. I know a lot of you know that. For the last couple of weeks, I have been seeing lights that have just been hanging out in one spot for a long time. I thought those were helicopters, but they might not be helicopters. They might actually be drones. But again, I don't know. There's a light right now that's hovering about, but I don't know if that's a drone or not. But they stay in that spot for a long time, and it's moving super slow over the area. That could be one of the drones, actually. It's not moving fast at all. Excuse me. Adriana said, somebody said there are some in Queens over LaGuardia. That's not a good spot. That could be a drone over in Jersey. Wish I could show you guys. You might not be able to see it on this camera. But there's been, I thought, a helicopter flying that pattern for the last month. Now, looking like it could be. Anyway. Anna said the same thing Adriana just said. They were spotted over LaGuardia Airport tonight. So, not interestingly enough, I gotta stop saying that shit. But anyway, I thought it was an American thing, right? I thought it was an American ops. But more are popping up, and more are popping up all over the place, especially after they called out Iran. And then the Pentagon said, no, it's not Iran. So I read the article where it says Pentagon shoots down, I thought they shot down a drone, the idea of the mothership. I was like, oh, motherfuckers. Anyway, so I read the article, and they're saying that they know it's not from Iran. That means they know where it's from, and they're not saying anything. Some people are starting to think that they're alien crafts, but they have propellers and they make noise. Alien crafts don't have propellers, nor do they make noise. And they don't look like that either. Brian said, I saw those drones off the coast of Atlantic City last year, or at least he thought he did. Because all the people around him couldn't explain it. It was by Ocean Casino. Yeah, so we should definitely do a drone hunt, Hudson Valley. And if they are here, I'll entertain that as well. Chanel, thank you for the late 5x5. Appreciate it. All right. Again, sorry, I'll probably have to get up and get water in a little bit, so get, whatever. Longmont, Colorado. Chanel says she's seen drones in Longmont, Colorado. Maybe they're trying to make this normal. Maybe it's a psyops, right? Maybe, Michael, exactly. Maybe they're just trying to have us get used to these things. I don't know, but I mean, a lot's not making sense. People are not explaining what it is. You got politicians that are like, what the fuck is this? But no one's coming up with an answer. That could be another one over Jersey. That one would look like they're over the Palisades area. Like the Palisades Highway, excuse me. JW, I'm definitely going to get some whiskey after I finish my coffee. But this is going to complicate matters, but fuck it. It is what it is. So anyway, let's get on with the story today. Yes, Bo, exactly. Regular drones like mine would not be able to launch. I can't even, I could turn it on and it would, all the bells and whistles start going off, like, oh, you can't launch. And matter of fact, not only will it tell me I can't launch in the area, it will not allow me to launch in that area. So I can fly my drone. I could launch it near the airport, but I would have to be like a mile or two away, and it would only allow me to go up maybe 400 feet. And once I get close enough to the airport, it would stop like I hit a wall. So these things are hovering over LaGuardia Airport. That ain't good. Let's see. Drone over LaGuardia. Also, sorry, give me a second. I can't fucking chew gum and walk at the same time. So no drones not being reported on here yet. Not saying that it didn't happen, but it's not on here yet. There have been drones over LaGuardia, but that was people flying their personal shit, like the shit I have. Anyway, also, I am desperately looking for this article, so if you guys can help me out. Because I'm on the internet almost all day when I do research for these videos, I don't know if it was a post or an article, but they stated the same thing I've been saying in my videos, that we could be headed towards a multi-level pandemic with multiple viruses being released at the same time. In fact, a scientist thinks that that's what Disease X is. Disease X is a multi-viral outbreak, and that's why they're seeing different symptoms for these outbreaks in one area. That would be very interesting if that is the case. Jennifer Perry said, drones flying low down here in South Jersey. All right. Well, listen. We are going to... If we find the drones, me and Hudson Valley and I will do something to see whether or not we can get a closer look at it, right? See what happens to my drone and or his if we get it closer to it. So, and then we can get better eyes on before, Now, supposedly, they only come out at night. They go dark when people spot it so that their lights go off and then they fly off wherever they got to fly off. I did see an article, and again, they're throwing a lot of shit at us to see what sticks, but I did see this weirdo article where it states, and I get this, many New Jersey drones sightings are lawful operated manned aircraft. So meaning there are probably other people putting up drones like mine in the air. Now I have the DJI Mavic Pro 3. Angryprepper, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. All over critical infrastructures, no hysteria. Thank you, Angryprepper, for that. He says, told you they were near you. The drones are spotted all over New Jersey's critical infrastructures. They were also near... I told Prepper Revelator that they weren't near anything important. I read an article today stating that they were by some military arsenal in Pickaninny, New Jersey, if I said that right. And not Pickaninny, New Jersey. There's some kind of army arsenal base or some shit like that there. It's in one of the articles. I'll get to it in a little bit. So that was the rundown. Disease expert. It might have been found in Italy in 2 patients. Hana Kobayashi has been found safe, and the drone problem, I think, is bigger than what they are telling us. And the crazy shit is, guys, is that once politicians started stepping in, the FBI, everybody's agency out there is getting involved. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing more. Now, the one politician said that it might have been a mothership nearby out in the ocean over here, the Atlantic Ocean, and that the drones are coming off of there. But from the drones that fly the Atlantic Ocean to where they're being spotted, it's pretty fucking far. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10, 20 miles in. Now, Atlantic City's not that far in. Atlantic City's right off the coast. So it can travel that. But for being some of the areas they're being found in, that's a bit of a travel for those drones. Now, again, I don't know their battery power. I don't know their battery situation. I don't know how long they last, but that's pretty fucking long. And that's a pretty far distance. And these drones are not military drones that fly the miles that it takes from the fly to drop bombs on shit and things like that. Yeah, Picatinny. I said that right? Yeah, Picatinny? Whatever. Keeble said, I haven't researched the whole drone thing. Drones are popping up all over New Jersey. For those that are just joining us, drones are popping up all over New Jersey. A lot of people are annoyed. There are articles saying that they're terrifying the neighborhood. Terrifying? I'm like, motherfucker, they just... I mean, listen. People are annoyed, and some people are uneased by it. But no one's terrified, by no fucking means. But leave it to the media to scare the shit out of you every chance they get, right? Every chance they get, they're sitting there like, oh my God, they're terrifying the neighborhood. They're not terrifying shit, they're hovering around. Until they start dropping bombs or chemicals or whatever it is, then that's technically terrorizing people. You're not terrorizing people by buzzing about. You're being annoying. Like a fucking 2-year-old kid screaming in your fucking ear about eating something, right? That's what these drones are like to those people. Falcon says we need AP's email. That's angryprepper@yahoo.com. Angryprepper@yahoo.com. You can send me whatever pictures you want. Pictures related to prepping and drones, please. No fucking spam pictures. Get it? No spam. Anyway, so yeah, just if you have any pictures of them or videos, just send it to me. We're probably going to, like I said, travel out there and do some reporting. Man, if they end up on a couple of people's property upstate New York, we could shoot them out of the skies. It would be worth a try. It would probably piss somebody off. If this is an American op and this is run by some clandestine American organization and we do shoot one out of the sky, it could set off a world of hurt. But it'll almost be worth it. Right, Bowie, Maryland, NJ Prepper said. Why aren't we demanding Brandon give us explanation? Nemiso, I'm 2, however you say your name. Yeah, this again, that's why this is a bigger problem than we thought, because everybody, no one has any answers. Everybody's hemming and hawing. They're like, well, what's this and what's that? You got a politician making claims of a mothership. You got the Pentagon shooting that down. You have people saying that they're being annoyed because there's more and more every day. There was a good vantage point of the drones, and there had to be, in that one shot that I saw, at least 8 or 9. Close in that area. So they could be, like a Navy SEAL said, I think I read it on the midweek report, right? I think I read it in the midweek report. Give me 2 seconds to see if I can find it. Yes, in the midweek report, Wednesday that was, there was a Navy SEAL saying that this thing could be collecting data and collecting all of the data of every phone that's on or in the vicinity of this drone. And they have the capabilities to do it. The other theory is, and this is a very scary theory, that the other theory is that it could be spraying something. Though again, it would be hard for somebody to see if it's spraying anything at night. So people have to, like when it comes to the spraying theory, being that we're only seeing these at night and not during the day, it's hard to say what they're actually doing. Collecting data would be more of a, prepper drone versus random drone. Prepper drones are probably going to lose because it's not big, unless, we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. If you don't see us after this weekend, that's because they got us. And they're going to waterboard us for the next 16 days. And then release us and we'll both look like fucking Mobutu. Skinny, beaten, and fucking starving. Some trouble is worth getting into. Like when my weather app pops up now and it tells me it's freezing. No shit, Sherlock. 28 degrees now. Temperatures drop fast. It's probably fucking colder in a lot of areas up north. But anyway, so that was the let me read this article in the midweek report. so that you guys get us. That's going to be the first article. Then I'll jump back over to the AP Live notes that I have. So, security. The article was in the New York Post. Security experts share startling theories about who may be behind mysterious drones in New Jersey and why. So, do I really want to read the whole thing? I guess. No, I don't. I want to get to the part where the Navy SEAL was talking about what it could be. All right, fuck it. I'm going to have to start from the beginning. The mysterious drones that have been tormenting, here we go, the words tormenting and terrifying are popping up in these articles. New Jersey residents 4 weeks could be part of a top-secret government program. Security experts told the New York Post Tuesday, that was this week. Lawmakers push for more answers over the troubling sightings. Feds have been mum about the daily drone activity in Morris, Passaic, Bergen, and Hunterdon counties, and beyond since the gizmos first been spotted November 18th. They were actually spotted well before November 18th in different spots in Jersey, but no one was putting two and two together. But several experts said the U.S. government might be behind the unsettling flights, which could be part of a super-secret program meant to test new hardware or technology before it hits the battlefields. Now, again, if that was true, why would they keep antagonizing people by releasing more? Excuse me, somebody just donated to me. Thank you. The Road Glider, thank you for donating, man. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. So the Road Glider, is that right? Glider? Yes, Road Glider. There's no police helicopters that have been dispatched to follow them, and they're not out flying Apache helicopters because they weren't dispatched to follow them either. So keep that in mind. And I'm wondering why they haven't dispatched any helicopters to follow these things around. Now, some people might think that the reason why they didn't dispatch any of the helicopters is because they think that these things could kamikaze into the helicopter. But listen, that's a chance you might have to take. Not saying that they should die for this shit, but I'm just saying that's a chance they have to take. So I was saying the same thing, and I'm like, well, why can't they just follow it? You know, like, even though the lights are off, you're still in the city, and you could still see, like, the orb flying through the sky. You know, I mean, once you take your eyes off of it, you'll lose it, but if you focus on it, you can find it. I mean, there's so many ways they can do things. Anyway, let's go. Where the fuck was I? All right, my first guess is these are potential government programs kept within what is known as Special Access Programs, or SAPs, which is supposedly put together to keep even the most cleared people out. It is truly to keep it a secret. This is Clint Emerson, a retired Navy SEAL. He's the one that said it. So, remember I told you guys a while ago in one of my videos, live stream, I talked about black organizations, right? It's like they're a special forces group, but they're way black, meaning they're like, they do shit that everybody else doesn't know. Sort of like the Mission Impossible group. Like, no one knows who exists. They don't know who's in it and all this other bullshit. They have organizations just like that, and this Navy SEAL guy pretty much stated what it was, or lend it to my theory that this group existed. Now, when I was in Blackwater, when I trained with the U.S. Training Center, which was formerly Blackwater, there was a guy who worked there who told us about organizations that exist within inside the Special Forces community. And there were groups that were so super top secret, no one knows who the fuck they are. Not even the general of that military knows who they are. He knows that that unit or that group exists, but that's it. He doesn't know who they are, he doesn't know their rank, he doesn't know anything. So he told me that, and I was like, oh man, cool story. Come to find out, it's a real thing, but different organizations have a different black group that doesn't exist, but's there, if that makes sense. So anyway, this Navy SEAL is confirming that. And these guys, whoever they are flying drones around and making matters worse. Now, if you are a government agency, black or not, super top secret or not, why would you antagonize it by launching more drones? You got 80 drones up one night. You're like, you know what? Let's go for 176, whatever the number was, 170 something, and antagonizing people more. I mean, you could be doing that, but I don't know. You know, who the fuck knows? But anyway, that is why the government, that's why the government's like, we don't know. They're being truthful, he said, adding the circle could be as small as a dozen officials, even less. They don't even know the program exists. So the New Jersey governor states in this article a little later, we might jump right to it. He states it's not appearing to be threatening. Villain, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. He's like, we're not. He goes, oh, shit, what the fuck does he say? I might as well just read it here instead of trying to remember what he said. He said something to the fact that it's not threatening anybody. It's not a threat to society. So it's sort of like not a big deal, but we'll investigate. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, right here. He goes, we see no evidence, and this includes Homeland Security. We see no evidence that it's a threat. That he said, having said that, it's really frustrating. We don't have more answers about where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. This is the New Jersey Governor Murphy saying this a couple days ago, stating that he doesn't blame people being frustrated, but to reiterate to them, there is no threat. That means he knows, or somebody called him up and said, hey, fucko, it's a thing. Don't worry about it. And that was it. And now he has to sit there and tap dance to the American people, or rather the New Jersey people, about what's going on. And all he's saying is, it's not a threat to people. That's all I can tell you. So, again, this organization, I don't know if it could be a mothership off the, who the fuck knows? The ship could be in the middle of the Hudson River right here, launching drones from there as well. They said the numbers jumped from 70-something one night to 100-something sightings. Keep in mind, guys, when you talk about sightings can be repeated because so a Prepper Revelator texts me. He goes, the night before was 50, last night was 180. Right? So 180 drones, where the hell are you launching SUV size drones, 180 of them? There has to be one big ship or ships, plural, multiple ships, to be launching 180. Now, again, when I was talking about sightings, that people can report sightings and the number might jump, right? So if it was 50 one night, now more people have eyes and they're calling it in and going, I see a drone above my house. And 8 people in that area say they see a drone above their house. They take that into account and they count all 8 people. Now imagine that over an entire county. And then another county, that same drone just floating down in a set path, a set course, and it's just hovering down. And you got 120 people seeing the same drone, pointing it out, meanwhile it's only one drone, but 120 people reported it. So there's definitely that going on. Cindy Falls, I don't understand why people haven't. I don't understand why somebody with a giant backyard was like, fuck it, let's see where this goes. And then take some cracks at it. Holiday said, I saw an SUV-sized drone near Middleton, New York, around 7 p.m. Holiday, was that today? They come out of the waters. Sandy, they came out of the water. That would be interesting if they did. They're coming out of the ocean. Falcon said that too. They're coming out of the ocean. Again, if they're coming out of the ocean, this could be aliens. I don't know. I'm just reporting this shit. This could be a lot of different things, guys. Who the fuck knows? So it's definitely a major security issue. It could be collecting data or spraying substance, which table that one for a little bit right now. Table they're spraying substance in the air. Your X account does not allow messages to be sent. Okay, I rarely use that account, so don't send it there. You can send me a link in an email, and then I'll check it out later. But I'll also check my X account to make sure to see why I'm not getting any messages from there. That's why they aren't finding it. Villain's saying the same thing you guys are saying. He goes, I think there's a submersible base or marine base in the waters for the drones. That is why they aren't finding them. But you still got to follow them in the sky. I mean, like, granted, if I see lights floating above here and they go dark and then they disappear, it's a little hard, especially if they're a certain height. Or rather, once I take my eyes off them, or once they go a certain distance, then they'll disappear from the eyesight because they'll blend in. But if they're close by and you can watch them, you can see a black object in the sky. You know, especially with all these city lights and shit. But once it goes above the city lights, or not out of reach, but at a faded level where the city lights no longer bounce off of them, then they could disappear. But they're still there. Anyway, the Pentagon states that it's not from Iran. They confirmed it's not from Iran. That means they know what it is. And they should just say, they go, listen. They should just say it's a project that's being worked on, and then that's it. Leave it alone. But to sit there and go, yeah, it's not from Iran or a mother ship, who knows? They might be manned aircraft, but again, that's another theory that's being thrown out there by a politician, by the way. You know that if one of us threw that theory out there that, oh, it's a man such and such, they'd be like, you fucking crazy. Meanwhile, politicians say it is perfectly fine. I would not have thought man object at all. This is crazy. Kenny King, Jersey resident, said he flew his drone to investigate. When it got close, it died. This is coming from Kenny King. Thank you, Kenny King. Appreciate it. And guess what, Kenny King? We're going to try it too then. That means it might have a little force field around it, though. That's crazy if it does. Listen, it could be the Chinese. But the Chinese, I don't know. It could be the Chinese, could be the Russians, it could be us. It could be the North Koreans. I doubt it very much. It could be a bunch of nerds who got together sitting in their mother's basement and be like, you know what would be funny? We send up a bunch of drones in the sky and fucking terrorize people. It could be that. A single mothership. Nice, John. Nice one. Anyway, this is, again, getting way more interesting. A drone, according to Kenny King, drones lose power when they get too close to one of these. That is very sophisticated. Like, very sophisticated. Angryprepper says, North Jersey is lit up like NYC all the way up to Morris County. Right, I know that. I mean, I know that part of New Jersey. That's why I'm like, it doesn't make sense why you can't follow it. Or that no one's trying to follow it. You know? We got drones here in Temecula. I'm sorry, man. Temecula, California. Outside of SD. The hell is SD? Anyway, for 3 days now. That's John Locke who said that. So there are other sightings of drones all over the place, huh? Listen, this could be alien invasion. And if this was an alien invasion, this would be fucking awesome. We have drones in Rhode Island today. That was by Tiny. Villain. They blocked air rescue on a highway in Jersey. No shit. The drones did? No kidding. This is a very interesting live stream. At least you people are making it very interesting live stream. San Diego, thank you, John Locke. I'm an idiot. I should have known that. Chanel, the email is angryprepper@yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. Temecula. Okay, thank you. I am so bad with fucking pronunciations. But anyway, thank you guys. Temecula. Temecula. Okay. Thank you. And then, you know, crazy shit. You guys correct me on my pronunciations, but then give me different pronunciations of the way it's pronounced. Somebody else just said Bowie, Maryland. Drones over there as well. I just saw 3 lights too close together over, it looks like the Hudson River. It flashed, they went off, and then I can't see them. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but whatever. If I see something really good, I'll take the camera off and face it out of the window. I'll shut the light off, face it out of the window. Hopefully we can all watch in horror what the fuck this is. But yeah, San Antonio. I don't want to be food. Nobody wants to be food. But good Goodfellas said, hopefully aliens are 9-foot, big-breasted, green women. I don't know about green. Green never goes good. But without luck, Goodfellas, it'll be 9-foot Rosie O'Donnell's asking for Twinkies and donuts. That's what it'll be. And then we'll be fucked. Fucking giant fucking Rosie O'Donnell's, I want my fucking donuts. Ugh, imagine. And she's naked. 9-foot, nude Rosie O'Donnell's coming out of these drones. Morphing out of the drones. With her fucking, lesbian buzz cut. All of them. Lesbian buzz cut. Picatinny. I said Picatinny. Did I say that wrong too? Whatever. CS, thank you for the testing 1, 2, 3. As per my Yahoo notification just went off. So whoever CS is on here, I got your notification email. Thank you. 136. There are 136 drones about now, like all together. Huh. Yes, I mean, imagine, right? So Rosie O'Donnell comes out, and then she's shaking her belly and her tits. Oh, no, thank you. Fucking send in the Marines. Everyone, send everyone. Everybody. We got to get this 9-foot Rosie O'Donnell down. And it's not one of them. There's multiple running around. Like War of the Worlds, but just Rosie O'Donnell. Right? And then she fucking shakes her body and her back fat sweat comes landing on people, melting your skin off. I know, I've gone too far. That's just how the brain works sometimes. So anyway, let's get back to the, before I get sidetracked and start talking about shit I shouldn't be talking about. Let's talk about, let's see, so the security experts, did I go over this? Several experts, first guess, yes. We read that article already. And again, I think the New Jersey governor got a call, and that's why he's keeping his mouth shut. I think he's just like mum's the word right now. But he knows, but he doesn't. John Lack is, okay, yeah. Rosie O'Donnell's fucking sexy. Have any drones, Tampa Twins is asking, guys, has any drones been seen in Florida? I leave it up to you guys to answer him. That was, Jesus Christ, I just lost his name. Tampa Twin is asking, have drones been seen in Florida? I know I'm hearing Virginia, Rhode Island, Maryland, PA, Jersey, and I just got some reports from people on here, LaGuardia Airport. So, we shall see. All right, guys, do me a favor. If you do not mind, can you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. I know a lot of you people watching this one tonight are really new to the channel. So if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. Other than that, yeah, this we're going to continue talking about this drone situation, which, again, it is getting out of hand. Now, a lot of these things, guys, I pick up on, or you guys send me emails about news articles pertaining to shit like this. So I do track a lot of what you guys are putting in front of me. I might not reply to your emails, but I do get them. If they're really interesting or super interesting, I will notify you guys. Thank you for the email. But other than that, I'm not going to answer every email I get. Somebody is saying, Water Tiger just said drones in Arizona as well. That's very, very interesting. Drones are in Arizona as well. Listen, guys, if it's this many drones, it could be an attack. I mean, like, American or not, American ops, I don't see them doing this. Villain, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bad Batter. That's too many drones to sniff for nukes, and that's way too many drones to sniff for nukes. They have a plane for that. They have a plane for that, and they have a couple of other ways of doing that. They wouldn't send them all over America. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Explorer just said New Hampshire too. Miss Outdoors said California too. Explorer, yeah, it said New Hampshire. Well, no, Juan, that would be interesting if they were dropping Disease X out of the sky, but we would already be hearing cases of sick people, and I'm not hearing any of that. And that was something I looked for when I heard about this 2 days ago. And almost a week ago, somebody said that they're spraying stuff. I started looking up for any weird ailments, and I haven't seen anything yet. It does take about a week or so. So I again haven't heard any reports of any increased illnesses anywhere in New Jersey, for that matter. But that's not to say they're not. City Prepper 016 is saying in Chicago also. Huh. Paula said Chicago as well. So they're just popping up all over the place. Michigan also, over the lakes. Crystal just said that. I hope you guys are not just throwing states in here like, oh, you know what? Wisconsin. You know, like, don't start throwing shit in there. I hope this is real shit. You know, I'm like, oh, Saskatchewan. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I just hope you guys are like just not throwing shit in there. Aliens, pandemics, coincidence. Aliens, pandemics, drones. Yo, this is, again, next year, super interesting. Temecula is north of San Diego. So, Carmen, or Carmine, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, thank you for the donation. One, she just said, or he just said, there are drones like crazy right now in Brooklyn over the Belt Parkway, Graves End. No shit. There are drones like crazy right now. He repeated it twice. So Belt Parkway, Graves End is south of me. The ass end of Brooklyn, where you never want to get caught. And if you get caught in the ass end of Brooklyn, you might as well just, hang yourself because it sucks being there. But anyway, thank you for that update, Carmine. Huh. Where in New Hampshire? Let's Go is asking. Guys, again, thank you for the donation. Thank you for watching the videos. SPARS, pandemic, elite chief. That could be a possibility. More drones in Indiana. Dan Rose is asking, is there any drones in Indiana? Saskatchewan is in Canada. That's why I came up with that. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it. The Manpower 5000. How ironic, as Trump is going into office. Kenny King. I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, all of this drone shit as Trump's about to go into office, and the Biden administration's like, fuck it. Let the FBI handle. Not addressing it at all. They're going to come up with some bullshit excuse tomorrow. I know they are. It's in my bones. They're going to come up with some fucking nonsense. They're going to be like, it's the light refracting off the ozone layer, lighting up particles in the sky that makes us believe that there's something there. They're going to come up with some crazy fucking shit. John Locke, after the live stream, I will look at the email. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, let's go into the all right. So, this article right now, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will drop the link in the chat so you guys can read it as well. This is the Pentagon denying claims that drones swarming over New Jersey come from Iranian mother ship. So, again, politician comes out with it. Carmine, again, thank you for the donation. Politician comes out and says, there's a mothership out in the ocean somewhere. That's where the drones are coming from. And what you call is like, no, that's not happening. The Pentagon's like, no way. So again, I know, like I said, the Navy SEAL said it, and the Pentagon sort of confirmed it. There's a black clandestine group probably testing these things out. But to keep testing them all over the United States, that's where I'm like, what if it's not? Villain, thank you for the donation. Again, appreciate it, guys. You guys are good. Good to me, man. I appreciate it, as always. Thank you. Also, guys, for those of you watching, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Again, it helps out with the algorithm. Potato Head, I don't know how they know. He could be lying to us. But this many drones popping up all over the country now, as you guys are reporting it. Mrs. Ironside said that she saw a video from northern Indiana. This can't be an American ops. It's American, like when they test shit out, or when we test shit out, we test things out in a certain area. And then that's where it stays. Like in that one zone. All over the country does not sound like an American op. No way. Give me a second, guys. That might be one. All right, that you guys wouldn't be able to see it with this camera, but shit, that could be another one. That's over the Hudson River, by the way. If that's what I'm looking at, because I know what helicopters look like. This is not moving like a helicopter. It's moving. I mean, it's moving really slow. Excuse me. Carmine, thank you for the donation. The Snitch app is even talking about the one in Brooklyn, about 10 of them. Carmine, thank you for the donation, and let me look on my Snitch app. Snitch ass niggas. Snitching each other out. Let's see. Sorry. Give me a break. I have too many apps on this fucking phone. Don't you hate that? And the older I get, the less apps I want now. I'm like, I don't want to deal with all of this shit. Too many apps. Personal assault, man threatening the lobby. Reports of shots fired in California. I don't care. I don't see anything on here, but again, my app, my Snitch app fucking sucks dick, so. Oh. 4 drones heading eastbound above Belt Parkway. Huh. If that drone passes by again, I'll yeah, but these pictures are very they're small. It's only one drone. Anyway, that's a big no. Short Skeptic, thank you for the donation. Consider the number of drones, they are actually drones and or projections. Short Skeptic, so I did see some, when I see these articles, I have to screenshot them and then save them on my phone. But I did see something about blue, what's that called? The Sky Project. Oh my God. I can't remember all of this shit. Too many things to fucking remember. Not Blue Orion. I don't know why I wanted to say Blue Orion. That sounds like some other fucking Sky Project. But Blue Beam. Project Blue Beam. I did see something about that, and somebody sort of made a loose reference to that and Project Blue Beam and what they're seeing. No shit. Whoever sent me that email, thank you. Dana? Okay. I got that email too. Appreciate it. Oh boy. Project Blue. Yes, I thought about it before you guys texted, but yes, Project Blue Beam. They were trying to make that connection. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. Nonetheless, guys, this is definitely getting way more interesting and way more out of hand. Project Beer. Yes. Probably after this. Which I found out, guys, drinking very little can help with Alzheimer's or dementia. So back to the whiskeys I go. Not to get sloshed, but yeah. Teterboro has them for a week now. No shit. Angryprepper. Teterboro is an airport by here, actually. It's probably, as the crow flies, maybe 10 miles. Maybe. So that's about a 20-minute drive. Driving-wise, it's 20 minutes. As the crow flies, it's probably about 10 miles or so. Maybe not even that, actually. Actually, no. Not even that. 6 to 7 miles, excuse me. And that's south of me. Yes, B Dizzle. Yes, I know. I see what I pick up what you are putting down, my friend. Urban Warfare, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, as always. I know what sector of defense saw in California that was reported on NBC News. I can send a pic. Urban Warfare Media, do me a favor. Angryprepper@yahoo.com. You can send me the pictures there. That'd be greatly appreciated. I am going to do a video tonight on a shorter video on the drone situation later tonight, and I'll edit it. So any pictures and or videos or links to videos I get, I'll put some of those in the video for tomorrow. But yeah, listen, again, 9:50. We might go over a little bit, Daryl. Thank you for the heads up. But yeah, we might go over a little bit. Susie Q, listen, if you could find my location, I really don't care. I don't. You know, it's not like anybody's coming to the hood and be like, hey, what's up, Angry? It is too much involved to get to get here and just shake my fucking hand. Doesn't make any sense. Security cams to the sky. That's a good idea, Sean C. Asymmetrical warfare. Yeah, New Jersey roads really suck. Seen one in Montana? No, wait, not Montana. Missouri. No, Minnesota. Sorry, Deborah. Excuse me. There may be Canadian drones because of Trump's tariffs. I doubt it very much, Neil Murphy. I doubt that very, very much. But yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I know people like you're I don't care. I really don't. Like what are they gonna do? Rape me? I don't. Listen, if you were like a single chick, like what's her name, Prepper Princess, who had dudes show up to her house, that's a little different. I live by myself, so you come to the house, you start some shit, we get into a fist fight, or we shake hands. I mean, like that's the extent of anything that's gonna happen. I'm not worried about it. I'm never worried about it. If I was a fucking meager little chick, I'd be like, oh no, please, but I'm not, so I don't worry about it. I don't worry about a lot of bullshit. They're going to attack the power grid. City Prepper 016. I don't know. That could be listen, with these drones, anything's a possibility right now. Until we get some clear answers, anything's a possibility. Villain said it was the loudest sound I ever heard. Okay, so Villain just wrote, excuse me, with the donations. I didn't read that. I'm sorry. Last Friday, me and two others watched a rocket launch from my local airport. It was so loud and never happened before. It went up, turned 90 degrees, lighting quickly as it gone over the Gulf of Mexico. No shit. Where the hell do you live? Oh, in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Okay. That would make sense. I'm like, I didn't see any of that shit here. He said, Canadian Prepper might show up to your house and fight with you. Don't. Don't what? Open my door? I probably won't. Jason could get probed on the mothership. Yeah, I don't want to be probed by aliens. Like, I really don't. I don't want fucking anything up my ass. I don't want anything down my throat. I don't want to be probed. I don't want them slicing off pieces of my leg. I'm like, oh my God, this black skin? We've never seen this before. No, I don't want them dissecting me. I'd rather not. And if the mothership has like 9-foot Rosie O'Donnell's, I don't want to be used as a human dildo. I'm out on that too. So yeah, no, thank you. I don't want to see any of that shit. But back to this nonsense going on. Again, the Pentagon claim. All right, so we're going to read part of this article and part of a couple other articles. Blue Steel, thank you for the donation. So the Pentagon denied Wednesday that a string of mysterious drones over New Jersey belonging to a foreign entity or adversary following Representative Jeff Van Drew, Republican in New Jersey, earlier claimed that they are being launched from an Iranian mothership in the Atlantic Ocean. But, there is not any truth to that, the Pentagon spokeswoman, Sabrina Singh, at the press briefing, There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there is no so-called mothership launching drones to the United States. Now, when the representative said that, I thought to myself, well, wouldn't they fucking see an Iranian ship off the coast? Like, that would have been the first thing they saw. So, also, if I'm not mistaken, I think Prepper Revelator told me this too. Nancy, thank you for the email. I got your email too. I'll be looking through these emails later tonight. And I think it was Prepper Revelator that told me that they swarmed either a Coast Guard ship or naval ship. I'm not sure which one it was. But they were swarmed by a couple of them. I'm not sure. He told me how many. I forgot how many it was. So again, this is becoming a problem, right? And now they're swarming it. They didn't attack. They didn't kamikaze the ship, anything like that. But they were hovering around. So that's just to keep in the back of your head. Subjects have nonetheless prompted an investigation from the FBI, New Jersey State Police, and New Jersey Office of Homeland Security after residents reported seeing hundreds of drones, often the size of cars, sometimes hovering over nightly for hours. 4 hours. There are, okay, so these are not U.S. military drones, Singh said Wednesday. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessments here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary. That means they know what it is. They know exactly what this is. Kenny King, wow, I live upstate Chester, New York. Listening to you, I went outside and saw two of them are in the sky sitting there, kind of spooky. Chester, New York. That's a bit of ways from me, if I'm not mistaken, right? But Kenny King, thank you for the donation. That's just interesting. I mean, I'm tempted to go like in between the Angry Truth and this, go to the balcony terrace and see if I could see anything. New Jersey Fire Department drones. That's what RWF is saying. RWD channel is saying. New Jersey, the Fire Department drones. No, they don't have that many drones. And they do not have drones of that size. They don't. All of the fire department's drones are smaller drones, like the ones that I operate, the Maverick Pro 3. There are little bigger ones as well, but that's as far as they go commercially. These things that they're talking about, the size of cars. Heard that loud and clear. Heard what loud and clear? I mean, my phone is dying. People are texting me. Sorry. All right, so the subject nonetheless prompted, excuse me, sorry. The spokeswoman added that at no point were our installations threatened by the aircrafts. Excuse me. Van Drew Wednesday claimed on Wednesday, in Fox News that very high sources told him Iran launched a mothership last month that contained these drones. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, Mr. Van Drew. The Chinese, they do have a AI-run battleship that does have drones that can deploy off of them. I completely fucking forgot about that. You guys can look this up for yourself. Look up AI battleship or AI Chinese battleship. Look that up and look at the capabilities of this AI battleship. It's fucking insane. It's insanity. They also have a drone battleship. So the AI battleship they were testing out, they have a drone battleship, if I'm not mistaken, as well, where they can take this battleship out into the ocean and launch smaller drones off of it. So this could be that. And if that is it, that means then we are clearly under attack. That would make more sense now, thinking about it, when this article just fucking reminded me of it. Launching a mothership, that makes sense. And anyway, the source told them that Iran launched a mothership last month that contains these drones and is now supposedly stationed off the east coast of the United States. He also published an open letter to President Joe Biden. I'm going to go with this fucking politician. His name is Van Drew, right? What the fuck was his full name? See if I can get it in a little bit. Jeff Van Drew, Republican of New Jersey. All right. They are too large. They are too large and too sophisticated with their avoidance of radar detection, Van Drew wrote in a letter. This leaves the possibility that they are under the control of an adversary nation. There are several pieces of circumstantial evidence that Iran is the adversary. So while those claims were denied Wednesday, there have been dozens of unexplained sightings over New Jersey since November 18th, according to the BBC News. Governor Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey, said Monday that there were 49 sightings on Sunday alone, prompting further confusion. We don't see any concern for public safety, he told reporters in Princeton, per NewJersey.com. Having said that, it is really frustrating that we do not have any more answers as to where they're coming from and why they are doing what they're doing. Robert Wheeler Jr., Assistant Director of the FBI, Critical Incident Report Group, reportedly said during the congressional hearing Tuesday, they had a congressional hearing Tuesday on the matter that's going on in Jersey, that he doesn't have any answers of who's responsible, but that the Bureau is actively investigating the matter. So, Tara, thank you for the email. Appreciate it. There's a lot going on with these drones. I might have a couple of live streams to talk about them if this gets worse. Also tracking the Disease X nonsense if that gets worse. So we shall see where both of these go. These are both going in a direction that I don't think we're going to like. Especially being that it seems like Trump's in office and everything that's happening, they're dragging their feet about. They're really dragging their feet, which is insane. The Disease X, and they're still allowing people from the Democratic Republic of Congo to travel to their country. That makes no sense to me. The 2 Italians that are sick, I'm like, why? If you knew they came from the Democratic Republic of Congo, you should have locked them off at the gate there. Whatever. I see if that is not malaria or a malaria hybrid, meaning weaponized, we're in fucking trouble if that's the case. If that is the case. This could be anything. This could be data collection. This could be spraying something. This could just be simply to annoy the American people and or get them scared. I want people to make that, or people to get that perfectly clear, that this could be just a tactic to piss us off and or scare us. Sometimes, guys, it might not be as devious as we want it to be. But it could definitely be. There's definitely another light in the sky. I don't know. I don't want to say drone, but it's moving like a drone. It's moving very slow. It's just like the lights that I just saw in Brooklyn, straight over here. I don't know. It's moving really slow too. Can you guys still see me? Do I have to smile? Anyway, I don't know if I should show you guys the. Nah, it's gone. It's got to be it. It's a light and it's moving really slow. So that's one. Catherine, yes, I think this is to cause mass hysteria, which again, this is no reason for mass hysteria. It really isn't. I mean, like, if you are getting scared over this, you're going to be fucking thoroughly disappointed when the big shit comes, right? So anyway, I'm going to put the last article I just read in the comment section, guys. Still 5x5. Rick, I do own binoculars. Actually, it's my father's old binoculars. Thank you for reminding me. I think they're in the room. But I think that was a drone. That one was definitely a drone. I can almost. It was moving just a slow, bright light, and it was moving a pattern straight south. It was going southbound. I would open, if it wasn't so fucking cold, I would open my window and just stick my camera out there. If I see something again on the Angry Truth channel, I will stop talking what I'm talking about and show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it. And then we'll do some more reporting. Listen, my brother, right, texted me. He's like, yo, you should see if you can get your drone up to it. I have a smaller drone, so I'm going to fly the smaller drone to it first. If it knocks out the smaller drone, $500 down the drain, right? I don't want to test my big drone just yet because I don't want my big drone was a lot of fucking money. So that's a helicopter that's flying by now northbound. That's a big helicopter too. That was a drone that I just saw about 2 minutes ago. But thank you, Daryl, for the what you call it. All right. James, yeah, I'm gonna listen, I'm taking everything with me. I'm taking a camera, I'm taking binoculars. I'm gonna look like a fucking tourist when looking for these fucking drones. I'm gonna have everything with me. I have my telephoto lens, the whole 9 yards, man. All of it. Sitting in Jersey like assholes looking for a fucking drone. Yeah, it's gonna get done. But this should be interesting, guys. This is definitely be interesting. A lot of interesting shit is unfolding with this. So we'll see. If I can do a live stream, if Hudson Valley and I start hunting for drones, I can definitely get away with doing a live stream. I will. Right? so we can all experience this shit together. And if we get abducted, you guys can see on video us floating into a fucking spaceship and floating away. But yeah, other than that, guys, I don't want to keep you guys hanging around. I do appreciate you guys watching the this live stream. I do appreciate you guys with the donations. I do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I appreciate it as always. I'm going to head over to the Angry Truth channel right now. We're going to talk about Luigi Mangione and what he really is. Oh, and there's something I said about him last week or Tuesday that looks like it's true. So yeah, man. And we're going to talk about what I mentioned and now how the internet is, exploding over it. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me. Living Free in Tennessee, thank you for joining me tonight. I didn't know you were in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got to have you on again. Steven said it would spit you out. They probably would. They're like, this motherfucker's annoying. Spit him out. Without a parachute, though. That's what would happen. But anyway, thank you, guys. I'll see some of you guys in the Angry Truth channel. I'll see the rest of you guys next week for the doubleheader. And if we go hunting, we will see. See, there's another bright light over there, and that light came out of nowhere. Normally, you can see these lights. This shit came out of nowhere. All right, guys. See you in the Angry Truth channel in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Good night, guys.